Hi friends, it's Joan at 10 Pentacles Tarot, and I'm here today with a review of Kyle Gray's new Oracle deck, just released in December or November 2022. I got it in December. It's called Raise Your Vibration Oracle, and I'm going to review this for you, but first let's talk a minute about Kyle Gray. Kyle Gray is a young man. I believe he's from Scotland, and he has written several books. One is Divine Masters, Ancient Wisdom, Activations to Connect with Universal Spiritual Guides. I featured this in my review of the Kali Oracle deck. Now, if you want to check that out. It's not by Kyle Gray, actually, though. Kyle Gray has also come up with he has several, 6 decks, I believe, other decks of Oracle cards. There's this one, Keepers of the Light Oracle cards. There is Angels and Ancestors Oracle cards. There is the Angel Guide Oracle. And there is the Gateway of Light Activation Oracle. In fact, there's only one of his Oracle decks that I don't have. So I really, really like his decks a lot. And this book is good too. I haven't read any of his others, but I'm sure they're good as well. So today we're going to look at this. This came in my Hay House card deck club, and I did a video of that, about that last week. We opened a box from them, and you get to see what comes in it. And this was one of the new decks, new release decks that came in it. So it says, this is what the box looks like. It's a top and bottom box. There's the front, there's the bottom. Of course, it's published by Hay House. And the back says, live a high vibe life. In every moment, you can make a choice to raise your vibration and take the opportunity to align your life with purpose and energy. This 48 card deck is a powerful tool to help you activate your intuition, harness universal wisdom, and attract positive experience into your everyday life. Okay, Kyle Gray is a spiritual teacher, the best-selling author of 8 books, and the co-creator of 6 Oracle decks. And Ari Wisner is a queer artist, illustrator, and designer. Ari is the creator of the Transient Light Tarot and Trinity Tarot decks. All right, and so this deck is at $21.99 publisher price. So let's take a look at the guidebook first. High vibes for me are high vibes for we. All right, so the guidebook is a soft cover. It says, this oracle is a powerful spiritual tool to support you in embracing your purpose and living a high vibe life. And it goes on. So let's take a look. It has a list of Kyle Gray's books, audiobooks, oracle card decks, and online courses. And he is one of the teachers in their card reading certification course, which I'm now taking. It's very interesting. All right, so we have a table of contents. And we have 4 cards in each section, and each section represents a different chakra. So this is different from a lot of Oracle decks. So how these, there's an introduction, how these cards work, raising your vibration, and it talks about the spiritual energy system. So it talks about the traditional chakras, the root chakra, sacral chakra, solar plexus chakra, heart chakra, throat chakra, brow chakra, and crown chakra. And then it talks about the Kundalini, which is a primal life force lying coiled and dormant at the base of your spine. And then it talks about that, and then it goes to the higher chakras, the soul star chakra, earth star, Gaia gateway, and stellar gateway. And it tells how high above the head these chakras go. So it talks about working with the cards, approaching with integrity, bonding with your deck, bonding with your cards, conducting oracle readings, raising your vibes, shuffling and clearing your cards, reading for yourself, reading for others, jumping cards, reverse cards, how often to do readings, And this is interesting. The 4 pillars says important. Align your energies to these 4 pillars whenever you're doing any spiritual work. This makes a lot of sense. So the 4 pillars are authenticity, devotion, love, and service. And then it talks about suggested spreads. There's a single card reading, a 2-card spread, and a 3-card spread. So we start at the ground or root chakra, and it tells you about that chakra. And then the first card is abundance is a state of mind. It talks about that card, gives you a vibe of the day, which is kind of like an affirmation. Well, it's not kind of like an affirmation. It is an affirmation. And then you go to the second card, and it's vibe of the day. The third card, and I will do a 1-card reading for you at the end so you can see how it's written. And then we have the 4th card, you are not alone. And then it goes to the next chakra, flow, the sacral chakra, and the color is orange. And there are 4 cards for that chakra. And it progresses through all of the chakras, and including the higher chakras, which are above your head, and on to the end. All right, so let's take a look. It says about the author, about the artist, and that's the book. So a lot of information packed in that little book. Now let's take a look at the cards. The inside of the box is, vibe so high, your aura becomes a magnet to blessings. Sounds great. And this is what the bottom of the back of the cards looks like. They are matte finish. And so let's take a look one at a time. And like I said, each 4 cards moves on to the next chakra. So abundance is a state of mind. I am grateful for the earth. And we'll see how these shuffle as well. This is that kind of a little bit of what I call a waxy finish. It's not really waxy, but it kind of has that feel to me. And to me, these cards have a tendency to stick together, but a lot of people love them. So we'll see how it shuffles in a minute. The world is blessed to have you. You are not alone. So that is the root chakra. Then come home to your body. It's okay to feel what you need to feel. My sexuality is sacred. Your sensitivity is a gift. So that is your sacral chakra. And then the next chakra, which will be your, oh my gosh, my mind just went blank. Your 3rd chakra, which is your solar plexus chakra. Thank you. I call back my power. I trust in my gifts. Let your inner fire warm you, not burn you. Where there's a will, there's a way. And those are your solar plexus chakra cards. And then we have the heart chakra. Choose kindness. Forgiveness brings freedom. I lovingly accept myself. And you are worthy. And then the next chakra will be the throat chakra. Honesty is the best policy. Take the weight of the world off your shoulders. My breath connects me to life, and truth is my teacher. And then we have your 3rd eye chakra. Believing is seeing. Shift your perspective. You are a divine facet of the universe. And your mind is an altar to source energy. And then we have the crown chakra. I'm protected by source. I clear my energy field. See this from a higher perspective. And you are safe here. And then we go up to the higher chakras. Clear your karma. I am fulfilled by love. I am surrounded by angels. It is safe for you to shine. I am a light in the world. I am supported on my path. I trust the wisdom within. Relationships are assignments. Facing my shadow removes darkness from the world. Feeling fear is a call for love. Healing myself heals my lineage. I was called here on a mission. I make way for miracles. Living with purpose brings me prosperity. Manifesting is my superpower. My light attracts light. Devotion unites me with the infinite. My aura is magnetic to golden opportunities. And my high vibes heal the world. Last but not least, raise your vibration is a mantra that calls me to light up. All right, so those are the cards. And there are 48 of them. So that's 12 chakras that are counted. The 7 regular chakras that we know about and the higher chakras. Okay, so here we go with that. And they actually shuffle nicely. They shuffle very nicely. And so we are going to go ahead and shuffle. And we're going to see what does the universe have to say to us today. And, well, it has 2 things to say to us. Number 1, living with purpose brings me prosperity. And relationships are assignments. So let's see how the book is written. All right. Let's look at this one first. Living with purpose brings me prosperity. So when we look it up in the book, it's an A through Z list of cards. So since, let's see, I, J, K, L, living with purpose brings me prosperity. And it tells us that's on page 134. We can find the meaning of that card. And this will be part of the stellar gateway chakra. It says, and just for your information, it says the stellar gateway chakra is the highest of our energetic portals. It is found around 12 to 24 feet above the head. It connects us to the divine matrix, the quantum field of creation, the place where the spiritual laws of attraction and manifestation unfold. Energetically, this portal of light is beyond time and space, a 5th dimensional reality to which our highest self is constantly connected. The Stellar Gateway cards are about recognizing your own infinite light and potential. They guide us to hone in on our energy, recognizing that we are not victims, but key players in the unfoldment of our life. Ultimately, these cards offer information that our soul already knows, but our human self needs to trust and embody in order to unlock our cosmic potential. All right, and so we are looking for, this is our card. Living with purpose brings me prosperity. With this card, the universe is reminding you that your life has meaning. By being who you are making a difference. Your trials, tribulations, and learning experiences have all led you to living with purpose, doing everything you do with love in your heart. When you do things with love, the energy around you becomes magnetic to blessings. When you give without needing to receive, when you offer a helping hand, when you take the time to offer yourself approval instead of seeking validation from others, you attract prosperity. Prosperity isn't just about material wealth. It's about overall wellness, a sense of achievement, being fulfilled. A prosperous person trusts that everything they're doing is creating waves of goodness that will in turn come back to them. A prosperous person is kind, loving, and considerate. You are that prosperous person, and your whole life is purposeful. And the vibe of the day is, being myself is my purpose. All right. And then the second card, relationships are assignments. Let's look where that is. It's page 118. And this is one from the Earth Star. 1, 2. The Earth Star chakra, which is about integrating. So I won't read that whole thing to you, but the Earth Star chakra is found 6 to 12 feet below the feet. Oh my goodness. Okay, so below the feet. It's visualized as a copper Merkaba, a 3-dimensional star. and is one of the higher chakras that become available to us when our vibration is raised through the ascent of the Kundalini. All right. So this says relationships are assignments. No connection or relationship happens by accident. There are many opportunities to learn in every interaction we have with others. Sure, there can be toxic and draining relationships, but through these, we gain a deeper sense of who we are, the gifts we have, and the strength we can draw on to overcome adversity. Nothing in the universe is set in stone. Everything is constantly changing according to the workings of human intentions and divine laws. It's not that everything happens for a reason. It's more that we have the opportunity to find reason in the happenings. The universe isn't setting up harmful situations for us to learn from. The assignment is acting on what we've learned. When you draw this card, you are being called by the universe to assess all you've learned from your past relationships. Don't make the same mistake twice, for if you fall into old patterns, your past will become your present, and that's not what will serve your joy. And the vibe of the day is, I find reason in every happening. All right, so that is what this deck is all about. I think it's really interesting to learn about all of the chakras, and especially I was familiar with the usual 7 chakras, but I am not very familiar with the higher ones. So this is going to be a good learning experience for me too. And if you would like to see me review any of Kyle Gray's other decks, please leave a comment and I will be happy to do that. If you would like me to do a review of his book that I have, The Divine Masters in Ancient Wisdom, I'll be happy to do that as well. Just leave a comment. So, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. It's completely free, and if you hit the notification bell, you'll be notified every time a new video is ready for viewing. So I thank you for joining me. I appreciate you more than you'll ever know. I hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening, whatever it is where you are, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye-bye.